Why dogs can smell cancer. Medical world in shock. Forget about technology, man's best friends can smell cancer. Yeah, we're talking about dogs. When trained, a dog can sniff about 10 samples in half a second and detect cancer. Untrained dogs, too, can sniff out cancer, though this may be limited to 2 or 3 samples a week. Do dogs hold the secret to the disease that has baffled the best of us for years? What other medical marvels can dogs perform? Let's find out. Hello everyone, welcome back to The Why Factory, where we answer some of the world's biggest questions. In this video, we'll throw some light on the special power that trained dogs have. Do watch the video till the end to learn some mind-blowing facts. Did you know that a man visited a doctor after his dog constantly licked at a lesion behind his ear, just to later discover that he was suffering from malignant melanoma? What is the science behind this shocking information in the medical world, where trained dogs are playing an important role? Let us begin with some facts about the dog's nose, the very important sensory organ of this furry, four-legged creature. A dog's nose has approximately 125 million to 300 million scent glands. 35% of a dog's brain is dedicated to smell. Yes, you heard that right. Why do dogs' noses have little slits at the sides? You don't need to look anywhere for answers. The Why Factory is always there to answer your questions. Dogs have those tiny slits at the sides so they can exchange and mix fresh air with exhaled air. This further enables them to sniff for longer, thereby amplifying and enhancing the smell. A human's nose has only around 5 million scent glands. What does this fact indicate? This means that a dog's sense of smell is somewhere around 1,000 to 100,000 times more sensitive than ours. Also, studies show that dogs are capable of detecting minuscule traces of odors led by different diseases. What's behind their science of smells? To keep it simple, it is the dog's genetics and physiology. You'll be stunned to hear that dogs can be trained to detect cancer. After detection, such results can lead to new cancer screening approaches and applications that are not only inexpensive, but also almost accurate. Our four-legged friends can save the lives of many human beings with their sense of smell detection. What's more important than having a ray of hope of survival with early detection of a dreadful disease? Bladder and prostate cancer can be detected by sniffing the urine of the patients, while breast and lung cancer by sniffing the breath of the patients. Are these facts giving you goosebumps? There's definitely more to this. Dogs sniff the patient's exhaled breathing and their stool samples for colorectal cancer. Well, for those who don't know, colorectal cancer is also termed colon or rectal cancer, based on their origin. Furthermore, ovarian tumors in patients are detected by dogs sniffing patients' tumor samples along with blood samples. Want to know which type of breed of dogs can detect cancer faster than some lab tests? Well, it's claimed that dogs are able to detect cancer while it still has not spread to other parts of the human body. What a relief to some people. So, you know what this signifies? It means that we can survive longer than we know, and we can seek treatment in the initial stages of the disease. Constantly smelling everything is part of a dog's natural behavior, but to a cancer patient, this behavior may prove to be a survival factor. To throw some insights here, even humans can detect smells from the breath and urine of the patient during the last stage of cancer. If you think all dogs have the cancer sniffing ability, then you are wrong, as only some breeds which are trained can detect this disease. These wonder dogs include the Australian Shepherd, Yellow Labrador Retriever, Fox Red Labrador, German Shepherd, Schnauzer, wire-haired Vizsla, among others. In fact, it was recently reported that a cross between a Labrador Retriever and an Irish Water Spaniel learned to sniff kidney, bladder, and prostate cancer. She was also used in a study and has been able to successfully detect cancer as accurately as lab tests. Our four-legged friends undergo foundational training, where the trainers test and evaluate the dog's skill sets with temperaments and accordingly use the generated data to choose a particular area of specialization. Furthermore, training to detect cancer, like other scent detection, entails a reward system for the dogs to motivate correct identification. The effectiveness of this process has to be monitored and regulated to avoid an increase in false positive rates. However, do you feel this is a challenging task for dogs with little positive reinforcement? What if dogs miss a diagnosis despite undergoing extensive preparation and rigorous training? Are we putting our furry companions under extreme pressure of detecting a dangerous disease? Plug in your thoughts in the comment section below. Now the question arises if this screening technique will be approved by all the countries across the globe. Critics believe that this method is not a realistic way to screen patients. Some experts believe that it would take an immense amount of time, effort, and resources to train dogs to understand and recognize the types of cancer that affect human beings. You want to learn more about the superpowers that dogs possess in the medical field? Most of the time, dogs are rightfully able to pick out the scent of children infected with malaria parasites from the socks that they've been wearing during the night. Let's discuss something more to amaze you. Apart from detecting Parkinson's disease, canines can also detect if a patient is about to suffer a narcoleptic episode or, for that matter, have an epileptic seizure. Believe it or not, dogs can also help diabetics gauge when their blood sugar level is either increasing or dropping. What's more interesting is that these wonder canines can help you predict migraines. Reportedly, migraine sufferers indicated that their dogs alerted them to the onset of a headache much in advance, which helped them take precautionary medical measures. Did you just roll your eyes after listening as to how these amazing paw friends can detect warning signs of health issues or diseases? Apart from the smell, these furry animals can also detect a person's voice to gauge the changes. Let's hear some drum rolls for such superpowers. Patients can be timely treated before the severity of a medical emergency. What's quite surprising is that this furry companion can pick out the tiniest shifts in hormones or volatile organic compounds released by diseased cells. Let's take a step away from the depressing human disease world. For years, we humans have been taking the help of dogs for their special sense of smell to successfully detect explosives and drugs. For centuries, our pod friends have been a blessing to mankind in helping people with street safety, defending against attacks, or warning us about snakes along with challenging intruders. Also, exercising with dogs helps us fight chronic diseases. So you better get your feet moving while walking your dog to remain happy and healthy. Not to forget, dogs can help us fight loneliness and depression in today's competitive world. Were you aware that dogs are trained to work with research teams at hospitals and universities as they learn to distinguish cancerous samples from healthy samples? The power and ability of their nose cells are profound, and this ability does not end here. Cancer-detecting canines are also trained not to work directly on early screening, but to help researchers gather data. This data will be utilized to build a device that will detect odors just like a dog's nose, known as the mechanical nose. Who knows, maybe in the future you can have your own mechanical nose at home to scrutinize you and your loved ones. With such jaw-dropping facts in the medical world, we can rightfully call dogs our disease-smelling, furry friends. Though we agree it is quite creepy to call them that. Can dogs' abilities help with developing machines that could reliably detect odor signatures from cancer, such as electronic noses? This will definitely be a complex phenomenon in the making, isn't it? Also, do you think doctors and medical practitioners will use dogs to help detect cancer shortly? Can we ever figure out what they're smelling? Will you completely rely or depend upon the dog's cancer-detecting abilities? Well, only time can answer us. However, studies and research are still underway. Moreover, the effectiveness and reliability of canine cancer detection require further adequate research. We all know that once the dreadful cancer is diagnosed in humans, not only the surroundings of a person, but the treatments are painful and stressful too. To enlighten you a bit, spending quality time with a therapy dog lowers the levels of the stress hormone cortisol, along with lowering blood pressure, and, moreover, the level of feel-good hormones is at a sudden surge. This was all the information for today, dear friends. We seriously wish, pray, and hope that nobody goes through this pain of cancer. All we want is the best of the best for the health of our viewers. After all, health is wealth, aren't we right? Do let your family and friends know about this fascinating piece of information by sharing this video and giving it a big thumbs up. Comment below if you will train your dog, since you know that dogs play a substantial role in detecting human cancer. Also, feel free to comment on what you liked the most in today's video. Let us know what more you wish to watch on our channel as we try to answer some of the most interesting and intriguing questions. For channel support, please subscribe to the Y Factory to receive notifications and to always remain updated on the latest episodes. Thank you for watching. Hasta la vista, friends!